Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a quarantine tag. So I decided to look for something easy I could film, and I thought, well, there has to be like a quarantine tag going around, and it was actually pretty hard to find one, but I actually found one. It's 17 questions. All right, so number one, what's one thing you miss or wish you did before? I think I miss everything, guys. It's just, I don't know. I think what I wish I did before was probably more outdoor activities, is what I think. More activities in general, because you know how we tend to be in a routine and it kind of gets us in like these ruts where Saturday and Sunday is like the only days you have, and at that you probably only have one day, because usually one of those days, since you work Monday through Friday for most people, you know, other people have different schedules, but you know, whatever. In my case, Monday through Friday, I get home late. I have to do homework with the kids. There's like no time to rest, no time for us to like spend time together. You're like getting dinner ready, having the kids finish their homework, time to take a shower, gotta get in bed early, you know. So all of that is like just stressful within itself. And then on Saturday and Sunday, it's like your laundry day, your cleaning day, your catching up day, you know, all that stuff. And then at the end of the day, what you really have left is either one day or half a day. So usually what do? You just want to sit and rot in that half a day or that day that you have left. And to be honest with you, like the time goes by, days go by, and you're just losing more and more time. And that's why I say that I wish I did like more outdoor things or more family things. I can't say more vacation, because I think that I would do like good vacations throughout the year. But yeah, like more family oriented things, more going to lunch with friends, more massages, more a lot of things overall, if you know what I mean. I wish I would go to the beach more. Most definitely. I can say that I wish I would go to the beach more, and I definitely miss the beach. Number two, what's the first thing you're doing when this is over? This question is really, really hard, because I know there's certain people that are like, oh, I would, you know, immediately do this or immediately do that. I don't really know. Like, this question has been so hard for me to think about. To be honest, what I really want to do when all of this is over, like the first thing I really want to do, I don't know if I would do it, but what I really want to do is go on a vacation, like travel. Like that is literally the first thing that I want to do. 3, what's the hardest part about social distancing? Definitely not being able to hug and kiss your loved ones, not being able to see your friends, not being able to feel the warmth of another person. Like, also, I think one of the hardest things is like the, how do you say, like the awkwardness that everybody gets into, because everybody's kind of freaked out about getting sick, that it's just such an awkward situation. And another thing that's really hard about social distancing for me is I work with children. I work in childcare. Not being able to like hug them and give them love and all of that stuff is really heartbreaking and really hard. I can't, like right now we're not working, but we're gonna go to work soon, probably in less than a month. And we literally have to keep social distance from these kids. And it's so heartbreaking. It's so like gut-wrenching to have to do that with children that you love and you love to work with, and you know that they need that affection, and they certainly, you know, are not going to understand what's the issue or what's going on, no matter how many times you explain it to them. So it's kind of, that's really hard, to be honest. Number 4, describe your mood in one word. The first word that comes to mind for me is grateful. I haven't been upset about this quarantine. I haven't been upset about any of that part. I've been upset and sad about the overall situation. The quarantine, as I mentioned before, has actually been a huge blessing for my life in many different ways. You know, God has his reasons for doing things or for permitting things. And, you know, of course, we're not going to get into this whole like rant. But I feel grateful. I feel grateful because I have my family, because I have my children, because I have a home, you know, and everybody's healthy. I'm really extremely grateful about that. And you really have to sit back and think about it. Like, think about how truly blessed you are, and be grateful for it. Be grateful for it. And that has really been my mood all this time. It's been grateful. You know, that's the first word that came to my mind when I read that. So yeah, that's my mood right now. Number 5 is Spotify or Netflix. Definitely Netflix. There's been a couple of days that I haven't been able to sit down and watch anything because I've been doing so many things during this quarantine, guys, that my time is going quick. Within like homeschool, within other courses that I'm taking, other courses that the kids are taking, you know, all that bunch of stuff. It's been very, very like fast paced. Activities with them, going outside with them, you know, just a bunch of things. So I haven't been able to like watch my shows, but I definitely love binge watching, and I've loved doing that several times during this quarantine. And yeah, if I had to pick, definitely Netflix. Number 6, last tune you played. So the last song I played was, I'd have to say the last song I played was You and Me by Rose Ave or Rose Avenue. I don't really know. Guys, look it up. It's such an underrated song. It's so pretty. I absolutely love it. I would say that was the last tune that I actually played. Number 7, last show you watched. The last show that I watched was Freud on Netflix. And to be honest with you guys, I studied psychology, and that's why I really wanted to watch it, because I was like, oh, that's going to be, you know, good to like know about his life and know about, you know. I really didn't like that show, to be honest with you. How many? I think it's like about 8 episodes, but they're extremely long episodes. And it's like an excruciatingly hard show to get through. I imagine you could take a lesson out of the show and the whole 9 yards. And there is a history of how his specific psychology and stuff like that came about. But to be honest with you guys, there's a lot of like voodoo and demonic possessions and just a lot of insane things that I really, really dislike watching. And it's a lot of that. There is a lot of that. So I hated that because it was more centered around things that were going around him rather than him specifically, if you get what I mean. So I don't know. I don't know if this is like too much information for you guys that want to watch it, or if it's a spoiler. I don't think it is, but I did not enjoy it, and I don't recommend it at all. Number 8, if I have a quarantine ritual, I would say that we kind of do. We have like a little schedule. Monday through Friday, the kids have their schooling. They have their things are by schedule as well. Their teachers send them their little schedule of what they got to get done in the day, and they get it done. They also have other courses and other things they take during the week, like me as well. And that's all on a schedule. So we do have like our little ritual. And to be honest with you, it's going to be hard for me to like get back into like a work ritual, because this has works for me incredibly, and it has worked for the kids incredibly as well. So we've been doing great. We do have like a little ritual, and then Saturday and Sundays is like our free days. We watch shows. They watch their little shows. We watch movies together. You know, just different things here and there. Number 9 is sweatpants or leggings. 100% leggings. Sweatpants for me are like, they make me a little hot. So I'd rather have leggings 100%. They're super lightweight, super comfortable. So leggings for me. Number 10, anything you want to achieve during this quarantine. Guys, this is where I wanted to like go more on a spiel with you guys. I needed this quarantine in my life, to be honest. And like I mentioned before, And I have accomplished so many things during this quarantine that I was not able to accomplish before. One of the things I wanted to accomplish was losing weight. I did not want to be like those people that they're in quarantine and they're just eating nonstop, even though, of course, I don't, judge that. I mean, everybody deals with stress a different way. But I mean, I didn't want to turn into that. I've been trying to get into like a weight loss routine or like a journey for like the longest time. Never felt that I was able to, never felt that I had the willpower to do it until I got into this quarantine. I made the decision and I said to myself, I need to do something about this. I have to use this time wisely. And I thought about this since the beginning. I said, you know what, if we're going to be on lockdown, if we're going to be without working, I have to really use this time wisely. So I have done a lot of things. I have enrolled in courses, several courses. I've been trying to learn a new language, have lost weight. I'm 10 pounds down so far, and I'm hoping that I can lose more. I've enrolled my kids in other courses and things that I've been wanting them to do that I didn't have the time before. So yeah, it's been a very, very productive quarantine. I've been very happy about it. I've accomplished kind of getting on a filming schedule, or like filming more videos. Before, I just didn't have the time. And I've never been the person to say I don't have time for something, because I always make the time. But it was just so overwhelming before. Like, it was just to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. It was just back-to-back days like this and back-to-back day, and I just felt like I just couldn't get out of like the overwhelmness until this happened. So I've accomplished a lot. My kids have accomplished a lot, and I'm very happy about that. Definitely. Number 11, what's your quarantine snack? If I'm honest with you, I'm gonna probably have to say salad. I don't really have a quarantine snack because, like I told you, I've been trying to lose weight, and I am not like torturing myself by any means. I'll probably go into it in another video more along down the road to tell you guys how I've been losing weight or how I lost some weight. But and I eat all kinds of different things, but I have gotten more into salad, and I've gotten more a love for salad because of the quarantine. And since I've been trying to eat a little more healthy, I've been trying to try more different salads and things like that. So I'd probably have to say that, even though I don't really have a quarantine snack, because all I've been doing is try to eat more healthy. Number 12, what scares you the most? 100% what scares me the most is getting sick, of course, or any of my family members getting sick. And the other thing that scares me is what's going to happen now. Like, what's going to be the future of our nation with this insanity? Like, with all of this that's been going on, like, what's going to happen to us? What's going to happen to our future, to our nation? What's going to, those things are what have been scaring me about this whole thing. Number 13, are you reading? And if so, what chapter are you on? Yes, I'm reading. That is another thing that I have always loved reading since I was a child. I adore reading. But before this quarantine, I had like no time to sit down with a book and just read like I like to do. So during this time, I have been reading. I'm currently reading the Betsy Johnson book, which I love her. And I don't remember what chapter I'm on. I'd say 8 or 9. If I'm not mistaken. Number 14 is who's the last person that you spoke to? I just spoke to my mom over the phone a couple of minutes ago, so she is the last person I spoke to. Number 15 is what's one non-tech thing you can't live without? I would have to say music. 100%. Even though you can say music is tech, but not necessarily, because you can play piano and that's not tech. But if you want to play music, you do have to go to a device to listen to it. That's kind of difficult because I kind of want to say like my family, hugs and kisses from them. I want to say food. I want to say books. Water. I mean, there's so many things that are non-tech that you could say. So I don't know, just probably all of that I just mentioned. What's your battery level at? My battery level from my phone right now, it's like at 90%, I would say. I don't know. I don't have like the little number, but I think it's about 90 or so. Any silver linings in this? I do think there will be silver linings. I do think there are silver linings to this. I think people are becoming more conscious. Am I saying that right? I think people are really realizing a lot of things. I mean, I don't even know how to put this into words. For me, there's a bunch of silver linings, like I mentioned before. Overall, I think, you know, the world, I really think that the world needed this. The world needed this pause. It was just insanity, everything that was going on in the world, and the speed where how everything was going. And I think that the world just needed this pause. People are starting to be more reflective. People are realizing a lot more things. People are taking things more into consideration. People are being more grateful. People are appreciating more. I mean, that's what I think. That's what I've been taking in from this. And people are turning to God more, which is always needed, which I believe should always have been happening. So yeah, I mean, that's all I can say about that. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to do this tag, I tag all of you. I'll leave the questions down below and you can do it. I love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, my loves.